quite a bit going on that I want to talk about. The concentration camps have recently been visited by people like Maxwell Frost, our representatives, and they're not being given full access to those facilities. And they basically got invited in. So it's somewhat of an announced visit, which tells me there's some covering up going on where they're like sort of cleaning things up to an extent. But what's been revealed is still very much alarming. So I'll talk about that in some upcoming videos. There's been some people that went back and did some violent pushback with ICE in Texas. I'll touch on that. The Trump tweet after that, or Trump social media post after that, is pretty alarming. So that's something I want to cover in an upcoming video. There's a lot going on. What else? Just overall, like I think there's things that we need to do. I want to do some follow up after my stop ICE video, and this is how we fight them. I believe there's some more efforts that we need to make, and I want to talk about those. I'll touch back. Thanks. I also want to touch on the fact that I did have some dialogue with a Trump supporter recently, where we had a little bit more dialogue in a follow up, like private conversation, which I thought was kind of interesting. You know, we have some similar background, like we both spent time in different parts of New York, and we both now live in California. It's pretty revealing, though, talking to people that support this Republican regime, like people that claim that they're for law and order and they care about the Constitution, but they certainly don't seem to understand the US law, international law, our Constitution. Like, I know right wingers tend to just disregard international law, but like the US has to, they still have to abide by international law. We're still bound by that. And we're certainly bound by US law and where those things overlap. So I always find that interesting where they'll sit there and try to argue that the things that ICE is doing are somehow legal, but like you really need to scratch your head a little bit about that, considering the fact that like these people don't identify themselves, they not cover their faces, and my battery died. So I'll touch back. Thanks. All right. So there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but it's going to be hard because I'm literally still I'm some kind of sick. I have something going on with my throat, so it's hard for me to make content right now, but I'll do my best. So there is genuinely a massive rift right now among even Trump supporters with this whole situation